comes in a pretty sturdy box. I've already opened it up, and I've already attached the Velcro to the back of it so I can mount it to my helmet. Honestly, it's more sturdy than I expected. This thing feels pretty dense. It's definitely doesn't have a cheap feeling to it. First, we'll run through the modes with this front selector back. The number 1 position is flashing in IR, and the number 2 position is going to be solid on with IR. With this selector up in the front, that takes you to the visible settings, which gives you a visible red LED, and these are pretty bright. And if you take it over to the second position, you keep the red LED, then you get 2 little white light strobes, and these guys are also pretty bright. To change the batteries in this thing, you just have to have a screwdriver, and you can open up the bottom side, and it takes a single CR123. This right here is what actually kind of impressed me. This thing has an IP67 water rating, which should be good for up to 1 meter for intermittent immersion. So not constantly underwater, but it should be able to stay underwater for a little while and be all right. So that should handle all of your like heavy rains or dropping in a puddle, that kind of thing. But as you see right here inside this lid, you've got a pretty sturdy lid that's hinged so you won't lose it. But then you have 2 gaskets that seal inside here to seal off the battery compartment, which is something I thought went a little bit the extra step. It's a little bit more than just kind of the cheap airsoft junk I was kind of expecting to get. You can see that we have a brass insert here for the threads for that screw, so it's not just screwed into plastic, it's actually screwed into a little bit beefier material, so you aren't going to strip that out, having to change your battery out every now and then. So I figured that we could test the immersion rating. So we'll just douse it down underneath this water here for just a minute and make sure that it doesn't leak any to the internals. Shake that off. Looking at it, looks like it's still completely dry on the inside, so I'm pretty confident that this guy will be fine getting some heavy rain. If you drop in a puddle, that should be fine. You know, you can't always trust the ratings that you get when you're buying this cheaper stuff. So it says IP67, but I didn't quite want to trust it until I got my hands on the unit itself, and it actually does look like they've put some effort into waterproofing this thing. So my first impressions of this thing are actually pretty good. It seems pretty robust, more so than I was expecting. I mean, it's made out of some thicker material. It's got a little bit of heft to it, to where it's not a thin piece of plastic. I've already played with this thing on my helmet some, and the controls are pretty intuitive. I know that if I have this front slider in the forward position, I'm going to be visible. I know one is just the solid red, and I know the second one's flashing. And I know if I keep this in the up position or the back position, then I'm going to be in all my IR modes, and I only have to flip it over 1 time to have it strobing, and then twice for solid.